Let's hope for the best. Probably shouldn't be doing this, but well, I feel like playing. Streaming's another. Tired. My brain isn't working. But I suppose we'll see.
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite... That quack doesn't come cheap.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to...
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. If you
Oh,
prove
boy.
to me you're a clever...
Well, what would you need?
A trifle. Just to take something...
That sounds straightforward.
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like it.
No honourable man should...
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you...
Mm-hmm.
I was prepared for just a...
Listen, it's about this ring.
Jesus Christ.
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible.
What's up,
Still a
Mike?
human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
I think I've already heard more than I need to know. You got the...
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the
Oh.
mill somewhere.
Whoops.
If there's any problem, come
Well,
and see me.
you can definitely tell that I'm,
And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks.
you can definitely
I'll
tell
need
I'm
it.
not up to speed.
Can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him.
Of course, Mike. Of course, this is what you're watching the stream for. Not the game, not the cats. Me. As you can see, I downloaded the Insta Pick mod for the for herbs. No more third-person kneeling animation. Mike, I was Mike, I was being a little facetious. Sarcastic. Whichever one fits. We all know it's Emmy. Emmy's the one who's here for the cats, and Adric.
Halt! Who are you, and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kabiller of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad. And I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship, and what makes you think he'll see you?
Come on, I'm not some peasant. I'm Sir Radzig's blacksmith, and I need to speak with him.
It's my job to stop you.
I may not look the part, but I know about honour and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right, then.
That's
Go
true.
ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Radzig isn't pleased.
Well, at least Emmy's... I could see Emmy being a dog person, but Adric, he seems like both.
Of course, my dear. Here you are.
Now, Iki, he's definitely the, definitely here for the cats. Rock.
Hal, what are you doing here? I took you for dead.
Oh, it's a long story. What about you? How did you get out of Skalitz?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. A frightful storm broke that night and Sigismund's heathens ran back to their camp. They never dreamed Sir Radzig would use a storm as cover for our escape. The entire village slipped away as quiet as mice while no one watched. In the morning when those bandits attacked, all they found was an empty castle with an old goat inside. I wish I could have seen their faces.
So do I.
Indeed.
You tricked them nicely. See you later.
Good health to you, Henry. Bread, fresh bread, rolls, bars, and pretzels for you.
Mm-hmm.
Garlic, onions, mushrooms, and asparagus.
Heavens, lad. You're looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Last time I saw you, I thought you were ready for the priest.
I'm feeling as good as new.
I'm glad to hear it.
I want to learn to read. Who should I go and see?
There's a retired scribe in Ushitz. He could teach you.
About that debt. It'll take me a...
I understand.
Oh. Duh. I wanted to sell stuff to him. I want to sell these, herbs.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What's up, Vizio? How are you, man?
that'll make you and your family happy. Onions that'll make you cry, and garlic that'll keep evil spirits at bay.
Alright, you guys can hear this too, right? Oh. Didn't do that yet, that time. One thing I do like that the mod that I downloaded addresses is the food. I feel like in the vanilla game, like the food I would eat, only a little bit of it would affect my energy level, and the thing is, almost all the food would give me more energy. But I felt like, you know, when you're eating like a lot of like heavy protein, I mean, everybody knows that eating a lot of that stuff, that makes you sleepy. And I noticed that the mod now does that too. So if I eat like really fatty stuff like cheese or, you know, salami or chicken or something like that, it'll give me a lot of nourishment, but it'll actually drop my energy level, which I think adds a little bit more to the realism than before.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
Bandits attacked me in Skalitz.
And why, for God's sake, did you go back there? Who else but cutthroats and bandits did you expect to find?
I needed to bury my parents.
Oh, I see. Your father fought like a lion. I'm sorry.
He saved my life.
And not just yours. He was a good man, and you did right to bury him.
No, you're right, Mike.
Manage that.
I still want to.
I failed to save him or put him to rest.
But I think what's going on with me, Mike, is that
if you tried to fight, the both of you will be
dead.
dead.
The way work is gone.
He gave his life for yours, Hal. So you'd better make good use of it.
I still feel like I haven't relaxed yet.
And
like,
just what are you doing here?
My brain just, I don't know. I can't feel like I can start something new. If I don't know if it makes sense. Or like I feel like I can start a new game of Kingdom Come because I've already played it before, but I feel like I need to get my mind fully cleared and invested when I'm starting a new RPG, for example, like Nier Automata. I feel like that's why I've been kind of hesitant to starting it up.
I must speak with Sir Radzik. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Ratai. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzik.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me.
And also
stole
the
it.
other thing is that, you know, the new expansion Assassin's Creed, I wanted to do that,
find
finish that as well.
Of course you are, Hal.
But I know that,
good luck.
You know, but I bet you by the time I finish that expansion, you know, God of War will be out. We'll see. Who knows? I might change my mind this week. Because you're right, I do want to start it eventually.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit.
Hey,
don't
William,
you agree?
I'm tired.
I might not have put
exhausted.
it as eloquently as you, Hanush.
Brain is
but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Bergstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
Yeah.
I'd be honoured.
Well, that I also
is at
agree.
your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another
That's
castle
why.
at the
That's
other
why
end of town, eh?
I felt good. It felt actually kind of good to just
At any
to
rate,
play
I'm beholden
Doom,
to you,
just
Sir
a straight
Hans,
up
and to you, Sir.
mindless combat.
I
Nothingness.
don't like to speak ill
Actually
of your
felt pretty
people,
nice
Sir Radzig,
over the
but,
weekend.
Well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
As a matter of fact,
You're on
like
to
that
learn,
was
Father.
actually I was
I believe
debating.
Sigismund's original
I think you saw
intention
my
was to persuade
post on
Wenceslas
Discord. I was
to
debating
accept
whether or
the
not to
imperial
post
crown
play
and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Kingdom
Who could blame
or
him?
Doom
I know
tonight.
Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund
having
realize
second
just
thoughts.
what Hungarian order looks like.
I might actually switch up to Doom
What
at 8
concerns
o'clock.
me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to
Yeah,
such
actually-
brutality.
I think
To
that's
give
what
him
I'm going to
his
actually
due,
do.
I don't think he
8
expects
o'clock,
the
I'm
lords
just
of
going to
this
switch
country
up to
stand
Doom
behind the king.
and just
But thanks to him, we're
kill
tearing
demons.
ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of
different
coin for
combat
knights, so he recruited those whore sons
Robert.
that settled in Hungary. The less he
Well,
pays,
the-
the more they make up for it with plunder.
an RTS.
That's why he attacked us.
What, like StarCraft?
He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taunberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too.
Ah, now I
They
get the
deserved a
subtlety
Christian
there.
burial. Did you manage that at least?
Hmm.
No.
I'm looking at my
I
library.
was attacked by thieves.
Mike.
I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
That being
that's
said,
what I
Mike, I
call
am
a good
planning
woman,
on
man. Onto
jumping
that one,
into
lad.
Battlefront 2 on
Still,
Wednesday. Now
it's a
that
great
they
shame
announced
your
the,
parents are buried in
the fixes that they're putting into the
unconsecrated ground.
progression, it
That
might
means
actually
purgatory for
be a
them.
game I
Be quiet,
will
Friar.
play on a
I
regular
didn't
basis.
invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye.
Well, that's a good point,
Woman
Mike.
had to save his fat
But
from the
I
fire,
already-
and now he
I already
wants
sold up,
revenge. What kind
GTA
of
5.
fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms,
I
a
just
horse.
was not like
Or do you mean
interested
to
in
beat
jumping
this
into it
thief at
anymore.
dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders.
Shut up, prick.
Duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger
just
with his
jump in
actions. Now he
Battlefield
wants
1.
a promotion. Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy.
Hang on, what's in my Steam
You would have
library?
run as well. Believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything, Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Yeah, fuck you.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
Oh!
He isn't a peasant, father, he's a blacksmith. Recent events have left me in need of his skills.
I feel like I
So,
use the air
would like to
horn
enter my
far
service.
less often than I should.
So, yes, I would. You won't regret it.
Oh, I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining
Valkyrie
about
Chronicles
your
is
people making
definitely
trouble
something
in the camp.
different.
Maybe
I
one of their
honestly-
own
I
among
only
the
heard
guard
that
might
it's
help.
good. I just
It
don't
might.
know. I know nothing
In
about
any
it.
event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear.
Or, you know,
you're the one paying him.
Well renowned.
Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
Jesus.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
Far Cry. I don't have the first Far Cry, Mike. Stop it. And I already told you and everybody else that I'm about 99.9% sure that I'm going to get Far Cry 5. So why would I even start the original Far Cry? I get that each Far Cry is for the most part their own singular story, but it doesn't freaking matter.
God be with you, Henry.
Ransick and his people surely kept her safe. And the others.
Everything for work and home.
You know, I wish I did, Mike. You know, I
Use
feel like
your
I'm gonna
change,
probably end up
thanks.
if I find it on sale again.
Good
I'm
health
probably
to
gonna
you.
pick it up.
Are you the brawler who take...
What's it to you?
I'm a Scarlet.
Fight me.
Hang on, I know who you are.
Why for silver?
Do I really have to tell you? Look at yourself.
All right.
Hold your horses, laddie.
Fine.
She only started not long
I actually briefly thought about Wolfenstein, the new Colossus, but you know, for a shooter that plays for a shooter that's all about like killing Nazis in an alternate history, it's pretty heavy on the story front, you know.
I hope my family and my livelihood be merciful to people.
But I mean, at the same time, Mike, there is Doom has its own arcade mode. It's actually pretty fun. Yeah, definitely noticing that I'm getting tired in Kingdom Come a lot more quickly than in vanilla. Wait, he's not even here. Oh, for... Yeah, I remember when I played it during a... it wasn't a free weekend. It was like, I played the beta. It was fun. It was just not something I thought about getting, you know, on release day. So, you forget your uniform, buddy? Usually uniform's supposed to be, you know, uniform. Whatever. Oh, there he is. Who had the gimmick what out of the game? Mike, are you talking about Ghost Recon, KCD, or Doom? We've been talking about a lot of different games at the same time. Ah. Oh, yeah, see, when they had the Predator stuff, dude, that almost convinced me to pick it up when they had the Predator DLC. Because that's pretty badass.
God be with you.
I'm here for training.
Yes, you're that boy Sir Radzik said.
Yes, that's me.
Let's get to it then, since that's what Sir Radzik wishes. And because you've never held a sword in your hand before, we'll start with something simpler.
Very well.
Come with me and listen closely. I don't want to be repeating myself. So let's see what you're made of. Hold it properly and keep moving. Never stand still when your life depends on it. Right, good. Now, try attacking. You've got to put your back into a good slash. No use waving the sword around like you're swatting flies. Go into the attack with your whole body. Try slashing from various sides to get used to it. Not that. Not that. That pointy tip isn't for decoration. Try stabbing me with it a few times.
Okay.
That will do. Slashing, stabbing, and movement are the foundations that you build everything else on. Now, let's try something more complicated. One strike I can simply fend off. You mustn't give your opponent time to react. String your strikes together. As soon as you finish one, begin another. Strike, strike, strike. Nice. Very good. Now let's see how you do with defense. It's It's not hard to block a basic strike. Just watch out and move your sword into the path of the blow. Not bad. All right.
Ow.
Well done. Nice. Very well then. Let's see what you're made of, lad. Come at me and don't hold back.
Damn it! Give me some time to recover, you fucker! Ow!
Fine, enough. You're not a complete dead loss. It'll be hard work to turn you into a master, but you have the basics. Let's try something more advanced. When in combat, keep an eye on the space between you and your opponent. That is your space. Try to attack from the side the opponent will find harder to block in time. If I'm holding the sword raised up, do an uppercut. If my sword is low, lunge. Let's try it. You strike a few times at the side where I'm not holding my sword. Not. Good. Not. Right. Lesson 2. Everything you've learned about blocking is wrong. When I cover, I can simply fend off your blows with my sword and gain control of the space between us. But it's better not to control just the space, but actually your opponent's weapon. Attack, and I'll show you. All right, that will do. Now you.
Hey,
the trick
what's
is
up,
to
Don?
stay in your stance. As soon
How
as
are
I
you,
start
man?
to attack, you block. The move knocks the blade aside. Nice. No, not like that. You mustn't hold the sword there. You have to move along with the attack. Again. Not bad. Too soon again.
There we go.
Nice.
How are you, Don?
Well done.
Damn.
Try and catch the rhythm. You see the sword
Yeah,
move,
but
you move at the
it
same
won't be a
time and
marathon
deflect
this
it.
time around. I'm trying out with you know, the new patches around and some of the mods too.
All right, now we'll try it a little faster.
I downloaded
Concentrate.
it for it. There's not a
block.
whole lot of
Just
mods.
At the
I think
moment
I would say
start
about
attacking.
less than
Strike you
10.
from above each time so you can see it well. Good. Not bad. Good.
But I'm probably gonna switch to something different in about 10-15 minutes though.
Ow. Good, good. Now let's try it at full speed. You probably won't succeed, but that's normal at the start. You must train. Let's go.
Ow.
Captain Menard! Wait a while, Henry. Greetings, Sir Hans. What brings you here?
I was on my way when I noticed that you're entertaining Sir Radzig's esteemed guest. Not the same as holding a hammer, is it, blacksmith?
It's Sir Radzig's orders.
I know. I'm actually here to train at the archery range. My hand's grown heavy lately. You don't mind, do you, Bernard?
Not at all, my lord.
Good day to you, blacksmith's boy. Try not to hurt yourself.
Right on.
Where did we
I see what you're
finish?
saying, John.
Yeah, leading the opponent where
I feel
you
like
want.
the reason I
There's
think
one
a
more
reason
way
for
to
that
evade
is
a strike.
even
Simply step aside.
even when
Attack,
you're
and I'll
taking
show
away, you know, oh shit. Well, I was gonna say even when you take away like all the monsters and you know the fantastical stuff of Skyrim, there's still a lot more variety in terms of the environments in Skyrim versus KCD, which is all like green forest, you know.
What's going on? All right, try it. It's important not to move too soon. I'll see where you're going and hit you. But the same will happen if you move too late. I'll attack slowly now. As you see me, raise the weapon, jump aside. It'll throw the opponent off a bit, and there's your chance.
Nice. Nice.
Well done. Fine. Now try it a little quicker. Try and get used to the rhythm. Never take your eyes off your opponent. You'll see a strike before it's even properly started.
Well done.
Ow. Ow.
Ah, that's it. Very good.
And the last thing for today, a trick. You raise the sword to force your opponent to block, but then change the direction of the attack at the last moment, and the opponent won't even know what hit him. Try it. Draw back the weapon, then change the attack zone and strike, so I don't have time to react.
Nice. Very good. Well done. Well done. Not bad.
Well now, that wasn't too bad. Maybe we'll make a soldier of you after all. But don't get cocky. You have to train hard and persistently. You might have talent, but talent alone won't do. Practice. Don't leave yet. Sir Radzig also wanted me to teach you archery. Come with me.
All about that carry weight.
How are you, Henry? My respects to you.
Did you find...
What do I know?
How does like...
It'd be fine.
Thought I had another... Oh, there he is.
Good day to you.
Do you know if there's a...
Could be. Bertold, our local gamekeeper, was looking for help with something a while back.
Do you know...
Okay.
Let's see then. Take this bow, go and stand in position over there, and we can start. And another thing, put on this arm guard. Without it, you could flay your forearm with a bowstring, so be sure to wear it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get in position. Now concentrate. A bow ain't exactly the weapon of choice of a knight, but it can come in very handy. You've got two bandits coming at you from a distance. You shoot one in the eye, drop your bow, and draw your sword on the other. Emperor Charles, God rest him, encouraged his subjects to learn archery. He even organized contests in Prague. But you wouldn't have gotten far there. You're holding the thing like a piece of firewood.
Man, I'm not even holding it, asshole.
There's the target. Try and hit it. Draw the bow, aim, and release. Try to get a feel for the rhythm. Inhale on the draw, hold your breath for a moment, and then release the string. No jerky movements. Just let the string slide out of your fingers, as if you were about to draw it back more. It's all one movement. The arrow aiming at the target and flying at it. Shoot away. What you have there is a training bow. The arrow drops quickly. Once you've trained a bit, you can get yourself a better one, and then those arrows will fly so fast you won't see them. Don't forget the arm guard. Once you've mastered the bow a bit, you won't need it anymore.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting better at this, I think.
That's it then. I don't like to say it, but it wasn't that bad.
I don't know why you're wasting your time, Sir Bernard. Nothing will come of him anyway, and at the first sign of trouble, he'll run away like any other cowardly peasant.
Go fuck yourself.
After all, he's done it before.
What did you say?
Calm down, boy. Keep in mind who you're talking to.
A braggart who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Now, you've really done it. You'll go to the stocks for that.
Calm yourself, Sir Bernard. If the blacksmith's boy feels he can prove himself, then let him try. Do you think you can beat me? Well?
Any time.
Very well. If you defeat me, I'll give you my bow. If you lose, you'll have to pay up. Do you even have any coin?
I have enough.
Good. Then let's get to it.
Here we go. Ha! Take that, asshole. Hey, bus.
Well, I didn't expect that. Probably just wasn't your day, sir.
Ha! I told you I have a heavy hand. Ever since I fell off that horse during the last hunt.
Oh, my hand. It hurts so
I think
bad.
you owe me a little payback. How about a sword fight at the arena?
If you like.
Sir Hans, is this necessary? Sir Hanush has already had words about you fighting with your subjects. He explicitly told me.
I know what he told you. You can just tell him I didn't listen to you. So what's it going to be, blacksmith?
If we must.
Excellent. Then let's go.
Okay. Oh, god damn it. No, you can't, cool guy. Ah.
Well, we're even then. It looks like I get to keep my bow and you your groschen. I suppose I should give you credit for taking on my challenge, despite your limitations.
Thank you, sir.
Godspeed, blacksmith. And don't worry, this isn't the last time we'll meet. We'll have more fun like this again soon.
Okay, time to go rest. Had enough fun for today. Hooray! Yep, this is easily one of the best mods I downloaded for this. Instantaneous herb picking. Probably cuts down on playing time like a ton. So where's my bed? Oh yeah, it's over here. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about paying that guy back. Oh well. I know I could fast travel, but I'd rather up my agility or whatever it is that improves me with running and walking. Yeah, true, plagued. That or vitality, whatever it is. Plus, it's good bits of money anyway. Come on. Prick. right back. I'm gonna, while the game is doing a fast sleeping, I'm gonna go take care of some nastiness that my cats just did. I'll be right back. Okay. Hang on. $101 to finish it? Damn. Yeah, I think this time around, Alpha, I'm gonna, this playthrough, I'm gonna take my time better, much more than I did earlier. Nice. What are my thoughts? I mean, it's a good game, but it was just plagued really with bugs and just a lot of good stuff, a lot of good mechanics, but really lacking in polish. And I think that really is what took away from the game. I agree. Yeah, I think so, Alpha. No, well, I'm glad you just mentioned that, Robert, because I was going to say, I mean, this game, when it first came out, the game was even worse than Bethesda levels. I would say, based on my personal experience. I don't remember Fallout 4 being as buggy as this game was when Fallout 4 first released. But Alpha's right. The 1.3 patch really fixed a lot of stuff. The game is still like a little bit lacking in polish in many areas, and I think the game, and also the game is just as feels just as unoptimized as your regular Bethesda game in terms of visuals. But obviously, it looks much better than your Bethesda game in terms of visuals. But that's beside the point.
Don't fret about it, lad. Lord Capon is a good swordsman.
What do you mean?
And if by some fluke you actually won, well, you might not take it so well.
What do you mean by that,
now,
Wolf?
Go to the rat house. The bailiff's waiting for you there.
All right, Captain.
And Mike also brings up a good point too. Warhorse is a small outfit with their first game, while Bethesda Softworks has been doing this shit for, 10 to 15 years, and we're still seeing some of the same fucking glitches as we saw in, I don't know, Oblivion, that are in Fallout 4. So in that sense, Warhorse gets far more of a handicap than Bethesda. Yeah, well that's the thing. Plague.
Dark at home?
Bethesda's Gamebryo and then Creation Engine.
Here's a hoe.
A lot of those bugs are like hardwired into the damn thing. Even though they've made like improvements to the engine, with each iteration, it's still at the core element the same fucking engine from like 15 years ago.
For the house, garden and field, knives, axes, rakes, hoes. Get the best prices.
Oh, he's upstairs. What is in my face? My brand new mic. I thought you were talking about my beard. Like, my beard? I'm sorry, I haven't cleaned it up that much.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Master Bailiff?
Nothing of interest.
I'm to put myself under the bailiff's command.
Ah, so you're the young man Sir Radzig appointed?
Yes.
It's
Very
grown out a
well.
bit,
Sir
but I want to
Radzig asked
clean
me
up.
to test you a little, and as it happens, you've come at the right time. We've a few disputes to settle. It
Again,
seems
you're
some
right,
of your
and
former
you're right,
neighbors
Mike.
have been
I mean,
acting quite
Even
inappropriately.
if you were to agree that
I was
Bethesda
hoping
is
having one of their own on the
isn't
town
that,
watch
like, big
might
of an
help sort
outfit,
things out.
They've had God knows how many years working on this fucking engine that they haven't figured out like some of these core glitches that still exist to this day.
You can count on me, bailiff.
You're certainly bold. I like that. Have you been to see Captain Bernard?
All right, no problem, Wolf.
I have. He trained me, and then Sir Hans Capon challenged me to a duel.
I see. Sir Hans Capon likes to measure his strength against others. But be careful, Henry. Noblemen are quick to anger, and you don't need that kind of trouble. Well, anyway, you're going to assist my town guard. Come to the church in the afternoon. Yaroslav the watchman, Nightingale they call him, will wait for you there. He'll show you around the town and teach you a little about keeping the peace. and you need to stop by the armory to pick up some gear.
Yes, Bailiff.
And also the other thing about optimization, the Cry engine is not a game that is recognized for optimization. That's why I never got the whole meme of you know, but can it run Crisis that goes on all the time. I mean, the fact that you know, it always like, oh, it takes this level kind of hardware to pump out these things, when like, yeah, DICE has put out, you know, games that look absolutely drop dead gorgeous, but with a fraction of the hardware needed to run Crisis at a decent frame rate. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, you're right, Plague. I mean, and most of these iterations of the creation engine, like, they add more, you know, hardware elements or add more features to the creation engine, but it's like patching it. You know, they're patching one after the other, when in reality they needed to really rebuild from the ground up.
Good neighbors, but I'm reduced to this.
I was told to pick up a kit here.
Name?
Henry.
And? In fealty to?
Sir Radzig Kobyla?
Yes, I've got you. Well, come on in then. Make yourself at home, Henry. If my memory serves me, you're entitled to a helmet, a gambeson, and a club.
That's all?
You want a kiss and a hug as well?
I need equipment.
It's quite enough for patrolling the town. You're there to stop trouble, not start it.
Yeah, well, if I love how, especially last year, when Bethesda was dropping out these patches, people were like, stop releasing patches, you're breaking all the mods. You're breaking the script extender. Like, stop trying to fix the game. I don't know about that, Mike. I think I think Bethesda can make their own engine, and I think they should make their own engine instead of relying on Unreal. But they gotta just do. They just gotta move on from the creation engine.
God be with you.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. And I mean, you're right. I mean, Dice is already on Frostbite 3, you know, and that's over what, a span of like 10 years. Well, what do you mean by the name train, Plague? You're talking about like Bethesda going with, you know, leapfrogging from Elder Scrolls to Fallout? I mean, in all honesty, I think people, if I'm being real, and I think most people might agree, I think most people would rather see a new Elder Scrolls over a new IP from Bethesda right now. People have been dying for a new Elder Scrolls.
Dear people, don't
Help me,
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying, like, and you're right. I think at some point, you know, there is a thing, I feel like there has been a thing already where people have come to tolerate the lack of polish in Bethesda Softworks games. Like, oh, you know, it's Bethesda, you know. You're gonna have, it's gonna be an unpolished mess, but people still enjoy the core game of itself. I think you're right. There's going to be a tolerance level, and I think people might end up starting to lose their patience if they keep on bringing out unpolished games, but also are having less and less quality of the core elements of the game along with it. Because at some point, people are going to say, you know, the core game isn't good enough to overlook the lack of polish anymore.
Eternal rest.
Did you find?
What do I?
How does life?
It'd be fun. Blessed Virgin.
And that's not to say that I think people or gamers should expect perfection in games, especially when we're talking about open world, large, ambitious open world RPGs like Kingdom Come. And I think that'd be unfair to ask about. But we're talking about like game breakers. We're talking about like for me, the AI in Kingdom Come is pretty atrocious. Like never mind the weird glitches of disappearing NPCs and walking funny and weird texture stuff. I'm talking about the AI in this game can be really fucking stupid. And that's something I notice. And that's something I care about. Exactly, Plague. That kind of stuff, that's what people aren't going to tolerate.
Here I am. My name is Henry. We're supposed to go on patrol together?
I see you're kitted out.
Ready to get going.
I'm Nightingale. Aren't you that lad the mill wench brought here on a cart?
So what if I am?
There's a story going around about some lad who needed a girl to rescue him. I didn't expect that no offence, A coward would want to serve the bailiff. What actually happened?
I went to find my parents in Skalitz. I had to give them a Christian burial. Only there were looters there. If it hadn't been for Teresa, I'd be lying in St. James's churchyard now, or rotting in a field like so many others. But she came at the last minute with Sir Divish's knights.
Your guardian angel must have been watching you. So how did you end up in the service of the bailiff?
I wanted to enter the service of Sir Radzig, but he sent me here to learn.
And learn you will. You're lucky, lad. Sir Radzig must like you. Most lords would have just sent you on your way. Come with me, Henry. We'll patrol the town and then check on the taverns to make sure they lock up in the evening.
I'm ready.
That's amazing, Wolf.
Don't forget, I'm supposed to try you out and, with the help of God, teach you something. So I expect you to deal with any misconduct yourself. I'll make sure you don't do anything too stupid. Let's go. This is our church, St. Matthew's. It serves not only as the house of God, but as the crypt of the lords of Lipa, our masters. The gravedigger lives right round the corner. The priest, too. Our parish priest. A man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord. This is our rat house. Pretty big, eh? The bailiff and his hands live there, and our maestro protonotarius, the scribe. And the jailhouse. You don't want to see the inside, not even as a guard. Naturally, we have an executioner too, but he doesn't live in town. That wouldn't be proper, as I'm sure you know. He lives by Gallows Hill, the other side of the creek. This pillory was brand new in autumn, and 2 people have already been rotting on it.
Hey, Mark.
The swordsmith lives here. What the hell is going on here now? Go and check it out, Henry.
Look here, girl. Just run along and I'll make no trouble for you.
What are you two screeching about? Stop making such a ruckus.
About time you turned up. This filthy beggar thinks.
My name is Jane.
No one cares what your name is. This filthy beggar thinks she can come and stink in front of my shop. I want you to get rid of her. Oh.
I think you ought to leave the poor woman be.
Ha 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 ha.
Why should I?
Are you sure everything in your business is in order, Master Amra?
What are you trying to say?
Just checking whether you're aware of the town ordinance saying the furnace of the forge must be at least 2 ells away from the nearest wooden building.
Of course
what,
I know.
Doom? I hate to say,
So
I hate to tell you, Alpha,
but measure and check it.
Doom
You know fire hazards
was
are taken
actually
very
pretty polished
seriously.
when it released.
No need.
I could not think
I
of
wouldn't
any
want to put you
glitches,
to any trouble.
glaring
well, you can
glitches
save me a lot of trouble
of
by
the game
ending
when I
this
was
little
playing
disagreement here reasonably.
and again,
All right.
that was, but that wasn't made
I'll
by
let her
Bethesda
stay.
Softworks. That was made, that was
didn't
published by
hurt, did it?
Bethesda, but
Thank you.
id Tech
Thank you
or
100-fold.
id Software were the ones
You're
who made,
welcome.
who developed
Just
it.
stay clear of trouble in future, understood?
Of course. Thank you.
That wasn't bad, but you'll be in that fool's bad books
Look
for a
where you're
while.
going.
Your old neighbours are living here now. It's a bit of a shithole. Even so, you should be thankful to Sir Hanush. If the town burghers got their way, your folk wouldn't be let anywhere near the town. And now our people aren't too happy with him. Some fools are even calling for Sir Hanush to finally hand the fiefdom over to the young lord, Sir Hans Capon.
You all know what happened there.
Sir Hans's father,
Help
old
your
Sir
neighbour.
Yeshke, may God rest his soul, kept it till he was an old man. Then he retired from it, first to Moravia, then to eternity. Sir Hanush is managing the fiefdom until Sir Hans comes of age. They're related by blood somehow, the same great-great-grandfather or some such. The time's coming soon enough when the estates have to be handed over. These affairs often end in conflict. I hope we have nothing like that here.
This square here, it looks much
Yeah,
better
she
during
did,
the
Mike.
markets.
Yeah, she
Then
did.
it's filled to bursting with folk from all around.
Oh. What's up, Justin?
We've also got the baker's shop here.
You
and that
missed
mad
you missed
merchant
the grand
Wolfram
discussion
Kruger.
of
Kruger has a pretty daughter, but he keeps her on
KCD
a
and
short rein,
Bethesda
which the
and
young
the state
bucks are
of
none too happy about.
quality
I heard he
assurance
even
in
keeps
gaming.
The poor lass locked up at home all day. Look here. See that filthy beggar? By Christ, I'll show the bastard. Comfortable, are we?
Arms, please, sir.
Who do you take me for? Are you stupid or just insolent?
Well, what's the matter?
Stupid, then. There's no begging allowed here, so pick up your stinking arse and haul it somewhere else.
Who am I bothering here?
Me. Us. Everyone. If Sir Hanush saw you here, he'd take a whip to you.
All right, I'm going.
Damn beggars. You offer them a helping hand, and they want the whole arm. It's not like the rules aren't clear. Beggars belong at the church. There's one alehouse here on the market square, the Trader's Tavern. The other's up by the gate. We'll be going there later. Let's move along to the Inner Bailey. Here's the forge. The blacksmith has some trouble and he's not working at the moment, but his apprentice is standing in for him tolerably. I hear you're a blacksmith's apprentice too. You lot could help if needed, couldn't you?
Us? What do you mean?
You and your master, or your father, whoever taught you.
My father
What
is
it, lad?
dead.
My father was the master blacksmith. He was killed in Skalitz.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thank you. So am I.
My papa died not long ago. Of course, it was old age got him. That's not the same, but I know a little how you feel. The Rate fiefdom is pretty big. Naturally, it starts here by the town and continues along the Sasau River all the way to Kohelnitz. Then there's Gallows Hill, lots of farmhouses scattered around. Neuhof, Merhoyed. Master Smill is in charge of Sir Hanush's stables. He's by far his best vassal. It's all a bit complicated for a newcomer, I suppose. This lord here, that lord there, this exemption here, that right there. Exemptions from exemptions, rights to half of something, so
Yeah,
on.
sounds
It'd take
like,
you a year
being
to
a
make head or
property
tail of
lawyer.
it. This tower was only half the size when I was a young lad. Sir Hanush had it extended and made into an armory.
Good day, Henry.
Well, one of the biggest and more important mod kind of revamps the game to be a more immersive. So there's effects on you know, your defense, your the armor
Coffee with you,
has been
Benesh?
balanced.
How goes it?
Well enough, thank you.
Eating and
It's quiet
drinking
Good.
affects nourishment and
Where's
energy
Moimir
you have
anyway?
differently.
Isn't he
The amount
supposed
of
to be
sleep
here
you
with
need
you?
to have.
Ah, yes. He hasn't
That
turned
sort of
up
thing.
Oh, I see. Now, where might he have got to then?
I don't know.
The
You
modder,
don't
though,
know,
what's funny is
eh?
the modder said that a
Let me
lot,
tell you
like a
something.
good chunk
When
of
the
what he
bailiff
did
finds out Moimir's slacking
was
off, he'll be
implemented in the 1.3
shit.
patch.
And being a friend of his,
So-
you wouldn't want that, would you?
That's pretty funny.
So it's better if I deal with it and we leave the bailiff out of it, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
So where is he?
In the tavern.
he was thirsty, so he...
Went for an ale. We know how that goes. Come on, Henry. Let's go and find that idler, and you'd better talk some sense into him.
Hey, Steven. A Kiss comic book that came out in 1978?
May the
Damn,
Lord
son.
watch over you,
What the fuck are you doing here when you're supposed to be on the gate? Move your carcass and go and guard the gate.
What?
Not a word. Get moving. You're lucky it was me found out, not the bailiff, or God forbid, Captain Bernard. Out!
What?
Come and sit with me, Henry. Let's have
Now
a
we're
drink.
gonna have a drink.
Got... Oh, dear me.
That fool got me all worked up.
Shouldn't we be on patrol instead of drinking?
You're eager, aren't you? Don't worry. Even watchmen are entitled to a break. Except the ones on the gate and the tower, of course. But that's enough about that. Let's not let it spoil our day. Listen, since we're sitting here anyway, how about a little game?
All right.
Why not?
Damn, dude. It's a little hardcore.
This'll be the one.
Hey, Henry's come to see us. One ale, please.
This'll be the one. Now you.
As you wish.
Henry,
That's
there.
it.
I'm glad you
Let's see if I can do better on in this. I want to try and see if I can play this game without
That's
the
it.
cheating die.
I'll have a beer.
And see how well I do. I used to know how to play dominoes.
Cursed luck.
Or, bones. But I completely forgot how. I still have my dominoes, though. Ooh.
Here.
First Simpsons comic book that came out in '93. Damn. You know what? I completely forgot that Simpsons had their own comic series.
That's it. No luck tonight. This'll be the one. That's all.
Damn. The hell happened? Why is there like a silhouette of... You know what? Never mind. Wait.
Just one more thing, and we're
the
done
comic
for the night.
the Simpsons comic
Ringing
you had
the end
is
of the
signed
day
by
and
Matt Groening.
Closing the taverns.
Holy shit, dude! How, is it in good
I
condition?
don't know how
You
it
could
was
probably
in
get
Skalitz, but here
probably
in
get a
Rattay,
decent
we
amount of
close up
money
at
for
this
that.
hour. Except, of course, during fairs and big festivals. Then we don't close at all.
I see. Should I go and ring the bell?
If you wouldn't mind, the bell is hanging outside the rat house. Ring 3 times, then go to the Trader's Tavern by
Nice,
the Market
Steven.
Square, and
I
make
think for
sure
me,
the
Alpha,
innkeeper
I'm
closes
probably
up.
gonna
I'll do that.
Avoid
Before I forget,
swords
it's
from
forbidden
here
to
on out.
walk in Rattay at night without a torch. Here,
Maybe
take
a
this one.
mace.
Here we are.
Oh, that's good to know. That's good, Steven. Yeah, you can. That's an awesome keepsake, or something that you could probably get a lot of cash if you wanted to sell it.
I'm hungry. I'd like a bite to eat.
What is it?
Oh, that's right, Alpha. I completely forgot to. That's a one side quest I completely forgot to do is get Queen Sheba's sword. But you're right. Overall, swords can be pretty OP.
I keep dreaming about it. Skalitz. Not only Skalitz, but that long walk in the dark from Skalitz to Rattay.
It's true, I swear. The Weiss brother goes that way with eggs and milk. He says there was nothing known.
God be with you, Henry.
I wish limbs would fall off. God damn, Justin.
Lost something.
I forgot I wasn't supposed to follow him. You stupid bastard, you got no arms left.
Help me, people, please. I'm from Skalitz, and I lost everything I had.
God be with you, Henry.
Oh, bite your legs off. Oh, here we go. Entitled prick at it again.
And the canon of St. Wenceslas in Olomouc was so drunk, he dragged the pig to the market square, saddled it up, and rode it out of the town gate. No, we can see that this wasn't going to end well. So, Sir Peter and I rode off to look for the good canon on his pig.
Did you find him?
We tracked the filthy beast down to a sty beyond Cronau. I mean, the beast with a tonsure on its head. We never found the real pig, but the Reverend was sound asleep in the pigsty.
Birds of a feather stick together. It seems the same goes for pigs and
I toast, gentlemen.
You fought a
to
guy.
pigs and planets.
God save the bacon.
Sir Hans, forgive my intrusion, but I need...
Oh, but what? You want to join us? Want to buy us around? I'm afraid we don't drink with peasants.
Fuck
You're not
you.
in your village now, boy.
No, sir. Curfew's been rung. The alehouse is closing.
Nothing closes while I'm sitting here. If that's all, you're dismissed.
Are you out of your mind, lad? You can't cross his lordship. He's got a temper like a bear with gut ache. If I was you, I'd get lost before he shows it.
The bailiff instructed me to close the tavern at the proper hour. He doesn't want anyone disturbing the peace after curfew.
Because I failed that mission.
The
I don't even know
bailiff.
how to
Kiss
go
my
through
ass.
that mission,
I
Alpha.
trust you
What
haven't
the fuck?
forgotten who's the rightful
It was such
lord.
a pain in the
of
ass to
No.
try and do it stealth-like.
Is he here? What is he hiding under the table? Maybe. No. Then what he wants isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse. And besides, he's only in charge till I grow up.
Which clearly hasn't happened yet.
Enough.
Woo!
You can't talk to me like that. I'm a nobleman.
Come now, sirs. You're not going to fight here, are you?
We most definitely are. This yokel needs to be taught his place.
Oh, great. I'm fighting a nobleman. Alright, prick.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You men spill more than you drink.
Beat him down. Give that bastard something to remember you by. That'll teach you how to talk to your betters.
Kurva.
Teach that insolent pup a lesson. That'll show him.
Crucifix! What in the name of Christ is happening here? Well, answer me, damn you!
Things.
This peasant insulted me. I had to teach him a lesson.
By rolling around in the mud like a hog? That's a fine example of noble conduct.
Sir Hannes, the bailiff ordered me to...
Silence! You shut your mouth and thank your lucky stars that you are Radzig's ward. Have you gone out of your mind? Raising your hand to a nobleman? And you, Hans, how many times have I told you that drinking with your subjects might be good for their morale, but it's bad for your honor? You spend all your days drinking and chasing wenches, which wouldn't matter if you paid any attention at all to your duties. And now we see what that leads to. Tomorrow, you will go with me to a hearing. Some landowners have asked me to settle a dispute. It'll be an excellent lesson for you.
I had planned to go hunting, but if you think listening to the pointless gripes of a bunch of old fools will benefit me, so be it.
Oh, hunting. Well then, Your Grace, I'll tell you what. You can go hunting.
Really?
Oh, naturally. Who am I to deprive the young Lord Capon of his sport? And you can take Henry here as your page.
Balls.
Him? Absolutely not.
You'll do as I've commanded. It's time you learned how to lead people, and not just in drinking and brawling. Now get out of my sight.
Sir, I have responsibilities to the bailiff.
Not anymore. Your responsibilities now are the Lord Capon. It's time you learned how to behave in the presence of nobility. Let's go. Tell the kitchen I'm hungry. It's been a long journey.
Yeah, we got wrecked.
Always in the evening, while there's still a bit of light. She sits down and gets on with it. And she's quite deft at it by now.
I'm not surprised. Good health to you, Henry.
Welcome, Henry.
Yeah. I restarted a new game, Justin. I'm just doing it with mods and whatnot. Unless you're talking about something different.
Try unlocking this trunk. Hold the lockpick in your right hand and use it to feel out the tumbler. In your left hand, you hold the blade and use it to turn the whole mechanism. Got it? Good. Now turn the whole lock with the blade, but don't stop holding the tumbler with the pick. Otherwise, you forced it and broke the lockpick. That crack could be hurting Kuttenberg. You have to watch out for that and experiment.
Damn it! I was much better at this the first time around. Really?
You're a dab hand, Hal. Make something out of you yet. But remember, this trunk's only for practice. With real life, you have to watch out. Quite a few more times, like. Then good luck with the real thing.
Rude.
I've got the money to pay that debt.
And I was afraid you had a change. That job's still going.
Sure, I'm on it.
Move out of the way. I want to eat. Okay, so I have to meet out with this prick. At dawn. Of course. Hey, Gilbert. Well, this is one of the mods. Instantaneous herb picking is one thing. Probably one of the better ones I downloaded. I mean, not for nothing, I actually feel pretty vulnerable compared to when I first started playing this. And when I first started playing this game, I was able to steal the armor when I first went back to Skalitz. This time I didn't, so I'm barely that armored, even with all the stuff that I got for the watch. All I have is a gambeson and a helmet. That's about it. Like, I feel like I should probably get a sword before going out with Sir Han. Because all I have is my bow and arrow. Or I could just go for, you know, I don't know, immersions and just go straight up with all I have is a freaking wooden club. And maybe I can get lucky and get one in the eye, a bandit in the eye or something. I don't know. Damn it, I went the wrong way. Yeah, your rank is back, Alpha, but it's not like I did anything. I didn't do anything to get it back. I still don't know why it does this or that.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Here I am.
I'm overjoyed. Have you got a horse?
No, sir. Where would someone like me get a horse?
Good point.
Speed bagger or power hitter?
Well, you just have to trot along behind me like a good dog.
I like to think I'm kind of in the mid tier, but probably leaning more towards speed than power.
But sir, isn't there a horse?
Oh, certainly. Why don't you just have mine?
Oh, you fuck off, you prick. Uh-oh. What, Archer?
Let's go! Yeah! Hurry up, blacksmith! Look here, blacksmith. About that business at the alehouse.
Fuck yourself.
Yes, sir.
Hanush was right. I should have behaved differently. More, well, gentlemanly. But that doesn't mean you were in the right. You can't throw a lord out of the tavern in his own town. You understand?
Yes. I was just...
What? Speak up! Don't worry, I won't bite your head off.
It's just that when you said those things in the arena, sir, I was a little upset.
Ah, I just like to tease greenhorns a little. And you vexed me too. You were insolent to Captain Bernard and they rewarded you with service.
Yeah,
Whenever
I would say
do
these are
anything
moments
reckless,
where
even if
the
it's for
game,
my honor,
the
Panos
game
is on
really
my
looks
back
good.
about it and I get
Like
punished.
the
Like
sun
now.
rays and
I
everything
didn't
like
mean
that.
to threaten anyone.
That's where I see where the
Well,
game
it's
kind
all
of
water
shines.
under the bridge. Let's not spoil our hunt.
And I did not mean to say shines as a pun, but whatever.
Let us talk of something else. Is this your first time hunting?
This kind? Yes.
I've been hunting since I could walk. If you're not a complete blockhead, you might learn something useful. And if you don't cock it up entirely today, maybe I'll take you again. It's always
Minion.
helpful to have a minion at hand.
As I said, I have hunted before, but it wasn't...
Chasing bunnies with a pitchfork isn't hunting. Observe and learn.
Dad
I'll do the
jokes.
best I can, sir.
It was an unintentional dad joke. Because my regular viewers know how much I love dad jokes.
Listen, I wanted to ask you about scallops.
I don't know if... that is, sir, I don't know if that's a suitable topic of conversation for the hunt.
We're not hunting yet. I'd like to hear about it at last from someone who was actually there.
The Cumans attacked Scallops, and, anyone who didn't flee.
That's what they all say. I want
What,
detail.
Alpha, what are you saying? That
really
I am
necessary,
a dad joke personified?
Arguing with the nobility again, eh? It seems you're a bit of a rebel.
No, not at all, sir. It's just that... well, it's hard for me to talk about.
I see. So I'll have to get you drunk first.
Not sure even that would work.
We'll have to find out, won't we? There's a nice little place just north of here. We'll camp there and you can tell me all about it.
If you wish, sir.
And don't dilly-dally. Let's try and get there before the day's out.
Yeah, this is a new glitch. Where you saw these little bits of silhouettes that were on the map when I was fast traveling. I don't remember seeing that in the vanilla game.
We'll make camp here.
I guess so. I guess that's one of the changes they made. Because I didn't download a mod for that.
Coming up, sir.
At long last. So, are you enjoying being on the hunt?
I am, although we haven't actually hunted anything yet.
That doesn't matter. Hunting is a diversion. The main thing is to get out of Ratte for a while. Listening to Hanish's lectures all day long would drive anyone mad.
If I may ask, sir, what does a lord like you do all day?
When I was little, I was awfully bored, I can tell you. There was always some courtier or teacher dogging my footsteps. Now I spend most of my time trying to learn from Sir Hanush. Governing is no joke. At least most of the time. Only last week I had to listen to complaints from my subjects.
But that could be interesting too, couldn't it?
My lord, this yokel here empties his piss pot in my yard.
And sir, that old hag put a spell on my cow, and sir, my old woman is fucking half the village.
Like a flock of sheep bleating all the time.
My old
Even
woman is
studying's
fucking half
more
the
interesting.
village. What exactly is a lord supposed to do about that? Or, you know, the old woman put a curse on the cow.
What are we going to hunt?
Humans.
What?
Humans? But... You should see your face!
Oh my god, you fucking asshole.
I got you there. We'll see what we can get. But I'd like to bag a boar. One, at least. And a few hares.
What,
too,
Archer?
eh? But what about you? Before I couldn't get a word out of you, now your tongue's loosened. So, tell me about Skalitz. I heard Sigismund had 100 banners there.
I don't know, sir. I didn't have time to count them. Both of my parents were killed in Skalitz, right in front of my eyes. The Cumans slaughtered my friends and neighbours, and it was a miracle I got away. I don't know what else I can add.
I'm sorry about that. But tell me, I heard in the tavern...
What, that Sigismund flew down on a dragon? That the Cumans have horns and hooves? I'm sorry, my lord, but for me, Skalitz isn't a tale of adventure to share over a tankard of ale.
All right. I understand. Well, never mind. Anyway, it's too late to go anywhere today.
Killing all the
But
humans?
tomorrow we
Is
set
that
off
even
first light.
possible?
Got it?
Aren't they like a
Yes, sir.
respawning, you know, enemy that, you know, from all around? I have a cat behind me? Yep, I have a cat behind me. I don't think that's possible. You're just gonna keep killing him over and over again. I wonder if they fix this part of the... I wonder if they fix this glitch. Where you wake up at dawn, and yet the guy still thinks it's, like, in the middle of the night. Archer? What? Well, at least here it's still, you know.
What are you waiting for? Your lord requires you for the hunt.
Oh, really? Such a renowned hunter needs help?
You wouldn't dare mock your betters now, would you?
Heaven forbid, your lordship.
If that's the way you want it, peasant, we'll meet back here at noon. Whoever has the most hares wins.
Okay.
Oh, and if you don't have anything to shoot with, there's a crate in the camp with some old hunting equipment. You can help yourself. After all, there's no sport in trouncing some wretch who hasn't a chance in hell.
Mm-hmm.
By all means, Sir Hans.
Ha! You'll soon be laughing on the other side of your grubby face. And now turn your back for a while. I know a few tried and tested spots in these woods, and I don't want you stealing them.
All right, let's see if the patch did anything for hunting or a bow and arrow, but I guess we'll figure that one out. Hey, what's going on, Crystal? Damn it. Nope. I still suck. Yep. I still suck. There we go. Come on! Oh my god. Ugh. I see they're still giving way too much meat per animal. It's kind of ridiculous. Already kill a brace of conies. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Thank you for that super chat, Wazoo. Much appreciated, man. How are ya?
God fucking damn it, motherfucker!
Order, kill a brace of conies, put them in a stew.
Damn it! Yeah, that wasn't gonna work. That either. Alright, Wazoo, tired. Trying to work. Getting better out there. Yeah, there is alpha, but I decided against that. I don't know why, but I figured I'd just stick with just not having a reticle for the bow. And dealing with the consequences of that. Oh! I had him. Oh. Someone's little cubbyhole? I don't think I ever discovered this area. There's one. More here, too. Damn it! There we go. What? No. I'm sorry, Plague Planet, but who the hell gave you the permission to, say how many genders there are? There could be infinite genders, sir. How much longer do I have to do this? Oh, God. What was it, till noon, right? And Mike, you just killed it. We are moving on to a different topic. The cats are hungry, aren't they? That's why Archer keeps coming up on here. He wants to get my attention to let me know that he's hungry. Right, Archer? Winston too. Alright, let me go feed him right quick. Okay. Alright. I'm not gonna hold on to this shit anymore. It's not like it fucking matters. Another interesting site. With absolutely nothing interesting about it. Are these flowers anything? Scuba Steve. Can somebody get this kid a Happy Meal? I think I'm lost. Or at least I have no idea where Hans is. Damn it. Yeah. But it's been a long time since Adam Sandler did any good movies. God, what is it like? What? We're almost like, it feels like we're almost 30 years after freaking Happy Gilmore. Hey, what's going on, Phantom? I'm tired. It's been a long, several number of days and weeks, but I'm able to relax a little bit now. A little bit, at least. True. Very true. All work and no play make Jack a dull boy. Or a homicidal maniac. Okay, somebody just put up a random pile of rocks in the middle of nowhere. I'm discovering all these different interesting sites that I never saw before in my first playthrough. Yeah, but I don't know. I doubt there'd be an old, an old well in the middle of nowhere. I mean, there either maybe this place that might use it, but it was way deep in the forest. Like it was over here, this one or this one. I think it was this one. I think this is an herbalist hut. Yeah. Nope. Oh, it's a campsite. At least I know where I am now. Wait. When and how did I lose health? Never, you know what? Never mind. I thought the quest would just ping up by now. Come on, where the hell is it? There we go. Wazoo's is always a generous guy.
How did the hunt go for you, sir? I did quite well. Look.
Show me. Not bad, though. Quite good, actually. For a common blacksmith's boy.
Here we go.
Shouldn't there be some reward for the victor?
Jesus, the insolence. A serf asking his lord for coin. But never let it be said I'm a pinch purse. Very well, then.
Your serf humbly thanks you, my lord.
And now come along. Let's go and hunt some real game. Jesus, look where you're going. Henry, mount up and let's go hunting.
You mount up? You trying to make a crack on the fact that I don't have a horse? Prick. Hey, Emmy. Oh, that's different. I don't remember NPCs moving while I'm looking at the map. That's actually pretty interesting. I don't think I remember that. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty long day for me, too. Just got smacked by the horse.
See here, a wallow, and it's been freshly rooted. There'll be boar somewhere nearby, so, just like last time, slow and quiet, whatever you do, understand? Or watch out for them from the top of that mound there.
Don't worry, this isn't alcohol.
You want to take him down with an arrow?
Beer. Or
certainly.
It's tea.
Why wouldn't I? You won't kill him like that. Boar is hunted with spears. Is that so? So now all of a sudden you're a master huntsman, are you? Watch and learn.
me that. Damn, I'm good. Quiet. So, next time you try to tell me I can't kill a boar with an arrow, you can... Fuck. After him. Fetch. Mount up, Henry. We're going to chase down that swine. Yeah. Yeah.
Shut up, Alpha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Smith? How are you, man? I'll have to go back to that later. What the fuck? That's not an accident. That's a goddamn torso.
You sodomite! What's it like to be fucked by a horse, eh?
Sir Capon seems pissed.
Before you go.
Huh?
What are you gaping at? Rossz helyen vagy, rossz időben.
Never seen a real man.
Vigyázz, látom az ellen.
Fuck you, bitch.
Feladom.
Oh, you're giving up now? Fuck off. Run, bitch.
Itt épp egy malackot tévedt a disznó ülésre.
Okay.
Vigyázz!
Uh-oh.
Itt az ellenség! You bitch! Show me your teeth! Feladom. Eleged van. Pretending to be a man and get a...
Oh, settle down, Your Grace. Let me armor up a bit here.
I'll have a bronze bust made of you, my friend. But where have you been till now?
Oh, you know, I was picking berries, had a drink of wine, took a little nap.
You lunatic! They almost had me roasting on a spit.
I'd say it looked more like they were about to take your maidenhood.
Now look here, dung grubber. Is that any way to speak to a nobleman?
A nobleman with crushed balls, friend.
Now you're playing with fire, boy. I could have you in the pillory for that. And then with my own two hands, I'd crush your balls.
That wound doesn't look good, Sir Hans.
You're right. Those cumin swine roughed me up a bit. And my damned horse is bolted. You'll have to get me home somehow.
The sooner we get out of here, the better. Who knows how many bandits are creeping around here.
Let's go then. I've had quite enough excitement already.
I wonder what Teresa's up to. I haven't seen her for a long time. Maybe I could go and see her.
It's Lord Capon. Get here, everybody. You, help him.
You okay, Winston?
How is it possible, Ratsy? Those bastards make so bold no more than a mile from the castle. We'll have to send out more patrols.
That won't do us any good, Hanush. Even if we had 10 times the men, we couldn't beat through every thicket in the fiefdom.
You sent for me, sir?
Come in.
I don't know how to thank you, Henry. If it wasn't for you, Hans would be dead. And to think I sent you out with him as a punishment.
I was only doing my duty, sir.
Don't be so modest, young Henry. You showed not only courage, but loyalty to your liege. That's why I'm taking you into my personal service.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Well, let's celebrate your promotion and Sir Hans's recovery. Well, don't just stand there, lad. Pour us a drink.
Congrats, dude. You're promoted. Now get us some fucking alcohol, peasant.
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, but I've urgent tidings.
What now?
A stable boy came from Neuhof. He says brigands raided the stud farm this morning. There's many dead or maimed.
Tell us exactly what happened.
I'm not sure. The boy was so shook up he could barely speak. He said the bandits murdered for the joy of it. I'm sorry, sir. Your vassal Smill is dead.
Who did this? Who were they?
We don't know, sir. The stable boy just kept babbling about some huge fellow in black armor who led the attack.
Take as many men as you need, and don't stop until you've found those bastards. And bring me their heads!
Yes, sir.
My men at your disposal too, Hanush.
Thank you, friend.
Sir, let me ride with them.
He's full of piss and vinegar, isn't he?
Their leader, he must be the one who attacked me at Skalitz. There can't be 2 men in the whole kingdom who look like that.
You think he might still have my sword? No doubt you could use another swordsman, Captain.
As you command, my lord.
How soon can you leave, Bernard?
Soon as the men are ready, sir.
Good. Wait in the courtyard for Henry. And give him a horse.
Woohoo!
His own mount?
His reward for saving Sir Hans.
Yay, pebbles!
You'll need it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Well, go! I want these culprits in the
Yeah, that's
hands of the
true, Alpha.
executioner as soon as possible.
I won't let you down, sir.
Alright, I'm gonna end it here, guys. Go to bed and get some rest. Tomorrow will be Assassin's Creed Origins. And then Wednesday, probably Star Wars Battlefront 2. Just because I want to see what the new changes are for, the new progression system drops on Wednesday. So I kind of want to see how that goes. I mean, if it is what they say it is, Battlefront 2 might actually be played more often in the stream. So, we'll see. But thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Later.